Hello everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com and Robyn Stamps on YouTube. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are going to be working with our current fabulous Flamingo stamp set. Some of you might already own this stamp set. It is still available and will be available in the new catalog as well. We're also going to be working with two of our new colors. Coastal Cabana is actually a returning color that is available June 1st. And Petal Pink is a brand new color that's available June 1st. I'm pairing them with Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist, and Tuxedo Black Memento. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in and I'll tell you everything I'm using as I'm using it on the screen. So the very first thing is we're gonna start with this Whisper White cardstock. And I'm gonna pull out my Big Shot. Love, 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 love my Big Shot. Okay, I'm using layering ovals, framelits. I'm using the largest oval from the collection. Okay, run that through and then set that aside and I have an oval. Super easy. Now I'm gonna grab one of our Stampin' grid papers. I have like a bunch of them right here. Let me grab a Stampin' grid really quick. This is our grid paper. And I'm going to do all of my stamping at one time. So I'm going to pull everything out that I'm going to be stamping on. If I can maneuver, here we go. And I'll tell you the colors and the sizes as well on the screen. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp a flamingo on our Whisper White oval. So I'm going to be using this image here, and this image. Now it says down here, images are at 75%. So when you actually open up and you look at the stamps, they're larger than what is pictured on the front cover. And that way, that gives them room to show you kind of everything that's in there, just at a smaller scale. All right, so we're going to be using, for the flamingo, I'm using Petal Pink and Berry Burst and Basic Black. But I'm going to start with the Berry Burst ink pad first. And I'm going to stamp the full flamingo right here. And I have this on one of our largest blocks, the block E. I just ink it all up. It's okay if ink gets on your block, but you might want to wipe it off so you don't accidentally transfer it onto your paper. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp here, and it's okay. The flamingo's feet are going to be a little bit off like that. Isn't that so cool, you guys? So cool. Set that aside. That's all I need the Berry Burst for. And then I'm going to pull out the Petal Pink. Now this is one of our newly designed Stampin' Up! Classic pads. And I'm going to show you how to open it if you've never opened these before. If you did order this month, you could order the collection of the new In Color ink pads, and those are all the new designed. Or if you ordered any of the Share What You Love bundles, those come with the Grapefruit Grove, and that is the newly designed as well. So these are really easy. They're almost too easy. If you've been working with the other ink pads, you might think, oh, is that it? That's too easy. You don't have to push buttons. All you do is just lift it up. That's it. Hello, it's open, and then you slide it in. Now in the beginning, they may be a little stiffer. It'll take time. Be careful you don't get ink all over your hand. So this is the Petal Pink, and I'm going to stamp the solid body. And I'm just going to line this up the best that I can, and I can even zoom in for you guys. I'm going to line this up. The great thing about this one is it doesn't have to be perfect. Look at that. It just brings dimension to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and, now to close these, you can just push this a little bit in the beginning and then just pull it straight and just flip it over. And then make sure you push it down so it connects. That's it. All right, now we're going to pull out Basic Black. And Basic Black, Memento. The Basic Black is not carrying over to the new catalog, but we will have the Saison Black, that's back. And we have the Tuxedo Memento ink pad. So my regular black go-to ink pad will be the Memento. I will only be using the StazOn if I am coloring with the watercolor or the watercolor pencils or the aqua painters. The Memento is good for the Stampin' blends and just your regular black for ink. I hope you understood all of that. And if not, it's okay. I'll be explaining a lot of it in videos as I'm using the product. So I'm using now the detailed one. Let me see if I can line this one up pretty close. Press it down. Ta-da! And I know you love it. So while I have the Memento black open, I'm going to pull out my piece of Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. And this is cut at 2 inches by 5 inches. So I'm using the Congratulations. Actually, I'm not stamping that one on that one. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, well, remember the dimensions for that. I'm grabbing our Coastal Cabana, which I'm going to go through so much of this cardstock because I love this color. This is cut, so this is Coastal Cabana cardstock, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. You can get 4 of these from one piece of cardstock. We're going to stamp Congratulations. I made this card for some of my team members who are the top in sales for the month of April. I'm a little behind. I'm playing catch up this week. Okay, so that's all I'm using my basic black for. I can set this aside. Now we are going to use this piece of Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. And remember that I have this cut at 2 inches by 5 inches in case you forgot. I'm going to be using Lemon Lime Twist ink pad. This is the old model ink pad. Now for me, I know I get this question a lot. Am I going to turn around and buy all of the new designed ink pads? I'm probably going to slowly switch over, but I'm okay with using what I have because they work just fine. So don't worry about, you're still going to see me using them. They still work fine. If you're taking my online classes, you can still use them if that's the color. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp this leaf, and notice how I'm stamping off. It makes it more seamless. Oops, I didn't mean to make that one. That's so perfect. It's too perfect. It makes it more seamless when you have them stamped off because it's not constrained to a space. I hope that made sense. This is great. I love making my own background paper. We have one more stamp that we're going to be using, and it's the water. This water, or this could be a mirage, it could be sand, it could be a lot of things. But I'm using this, and I'm using it with our new Coastal Cabana ink pad. I feel like Vanna White. This is going to be my favorite color. It pairs wonderfully with the pink, and you guys know Berry Burst is my favorite pink, and Lemon Lime Twist is my favorite green. So although Granny Apple Green is going to be a close second. So all I'm going to do is just stamp this at the feet, and look, ta-da! My flamingo is standing in water. And remember what I said? I like to push it where that little dot is just a little bit until they kind of get looser and get more used. They'll be easier. So I can go ahead and set all of this aside, and I can put it together. That's going to be it. It just looks so pretty. Look at that. I love it. That's a picture right there. I'm pretending I'm taking a picture. Okay, because I love those colors. So this is a piece of our Berry Burst cardstock. This is cut at 5.5 by 8.5. So it's basically one of our 8.5 by 11 cardstocks, just cut in half. So you can make 2 cards from one piece of 8.5 cardstock, 8.5 by 11. Okay, I'm going to fold this in half. And now I'm just going to start layering these up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm adding black. This is really going to make this card pop. You guys, I know you're going to love it because I love it so much. And if I love it, you have to love it. That's just the way it works around here. This is our basic black cardstock, and this is cut at 2 1/4 by 5.5. Now remember that this is 5.5, so you don't have to cut it down or anything. So I'm going to add some of our snail adhesive, and I am adding this just to the top right here. Look at that. Just right here, top. Look at that. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty already. Now we're going to add, let's set that aside. We're going to take this strip of Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm just going to put it not quite in the center. This one is going to be off just a little bit, but your eye, it's going to be pleasing to the eye, I promise. And I'm going to take the Coastal Cabana and I'm going to add it. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Holy cannoli. So amazing. And now I'm going to take our Stampin' Dimensionals. Do I have enough here? I don't know. I have, okay, I need one more dimensional. These are our Stampin' Dimensionals. I love them. I use them all the time. You get 300 in a pack for like $4, I think. So they will last you for quite a bit. And I always encourage my customers to add one. Every time you place an order, add a package of the dimensionals because you will need them. All right, so I'm going to add that on there. And now I have my quick and simple, bright and fun card. Here's some more that I made using this. And I love it. This was a very fun one to create. Just made me happy. Summer's coming eventually around here, and I will be ready by getting excited about using bright summer colors. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you want to take a second and subscribe and click on the notification, the little bell, and you'll be notified anytime I post a new video or if I go live. I hope you have a wonderful day, and you can purchase any of these items if you'd like directly from my shopping page, mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.